Welcome back to part 2 of my gigantonormous mailbag. If you haven't seen part 1, you should at least watch the intro with a big pile of parcels I received. Card here, link in the description. Anyway, let's pick up where we left off last time. Enjoy! This has a little bit more heft to it. And that's, no paper work included. That's a 12 millimeter drill bit, of course, with a shaft reduced to 10 millimeters. Also, what can I say? Throttle project. I'm sorry, but this seems to become a running theme here. So no international listing again for these drill bits here. But yeah, the 12 millimeter one was €4.62 and free shipping within Germany. And it was sold by DAW21 Shop. A good English name, but no international listing. Last for now, I expect more boxes, okay, more parcel, but for now that's all that was on the table. Big box from Amazon with quite some heft to it. Okay, there's paper, there is something I can't remember. Oh, yeah, I can remember it. Interesting. And something big here. And it's heavy. So let's see. Okay. There's even a manual, but it's a little bit worse for wear, and there's not really much in here, but I keep it. So, let me rearrange that. And that's a machine wise. And a brand name machine wise. It has definitely some heft to it. Yeah, from, can you read that? Should I zoom down? I try to zoom down. From Röhm, type number 863422. So that's 100 millimeters here. If I'm right, let me zoom out again. Yep. And it should be able to open. Oh, that feels nice. Yeah, I wanted to buy a good vise. A good vise for the very big parts to hold in. This should open to 85 millimeters. That's still in focus. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, actually 90 millimeters. Not bad. Oh. Really nice. Yeah, that was not as expensive as I had thought it would be. Yeah, it's a little bit oiled. It's okay. Yeah, and that's the last item so far. We are in Amazon territory now, and I'm sorry I didn't find the international listing for that machine vise here. But anyway, it set me back €65.68 and yeah, free delivery. I lied. There was that little box too. And that's obviously, let me zoom down, another mill bit. Size 6 millimeters is hopefully wrong because, you know, I bought that so the shaft is 6 millimeters and the bit itself, if I can get it out here, and the bit itself is, ooh, these are sharp, should be aboutish 25.4. Yeah, about 25.4. So an inch. Reason being, I mean, I have end mills a whole lot, but the largest is 6 millimeters. And if you are machining such a block with 6 millimeter end mill, you get crazy. So yeah, bigger end mill for the large flats. Sorry again, no international listing on Amazon for that router bit here. Anyway, it set me back $14.99 and free delivery. And I guess the model with a 6 millimeter with a metric shank cannot be found on the international side. There they sell probably only the 1/4 inch shank bit. Yeah, maybe. Last envelope, and that one was not on the stack, so it arrived while I was filming. So maybe more will arrive while I'm cutting the whole thing. So let's see. The paperwork I'm not interested in. I want to see the content. Okay. Yeah, I'll zoom down in a second. These are tabs for manual threading and of course M6. We saw the M6 screws and I don't have tabs for those. And these should be very tiny. M2. Oh, these are, they are very tiny. Very, very tiny. International eBay listing for a change. So these were my tabs here. I got the M2 set for manual tapping for €7.99. Shipping €3.40, and I got the M6 set here just €4.90, and this came from Gewindebohrer.de, which translates to a thread driller DE Germany. Whatever. Another big box that just arrived, so after I started filming, and sorry, cutting away from me. It contains, yeah, I actually know what it contains. Oh, rather nice cardboard box and nothing else. And this has also definitely some heft to it. And if we open it, we find yeah, another rust prevention paper stuff here. And can I get that out? Oh yeah, very well packed. A round table. Sorry, rotary table. This is supposed to be a 100 millimeter rotary table, and it's not quite. So let's measure that actually. So this is about-ish. Yeah, 96, 97 millimeters. That's a little bit, disappointing. It was advertised as 100 millimeters, but it will do. Please note, this is a very cheap rotary table, and it does rotate. Yeah, no question about it. And you can fix it in a position. But it also has a little bit of, play, at least here on the axis. Otherwise, a wee bit of play, but that's okay, because it's intended for actually, let's take the smaller things here. It's actually intended to mill, the radius here on my parts of my power throttle. Anything else that's important here? Yeah. So this looks nice and plain here. And this side is also very nice. There's a little bit of, no, that's just dirt, no pitting. Yeah, what can I say? Little cheap rotary table, and I hope I didn't buy it too small, because I in my mind I have a strategy how to actually fix the parts on here. It will be quite a contraption, and we actually need that hole to center the parts. So let's see how deep that hole is. And that hole is about a little over 40 millimeters deep, and the diameter of the hole, if I can measure that somehow, is about 6 millimeters. So yeah, you can put a pin in here to send 6 millimeters. Yeah, 6 millimeters. So you can put a pin in here. You have to machine that, of course, to center your part, if your part also has a hole. Yeah. Again, that was from Amazon, and again, no international listing on Amazon.com, only on the German Amazon website. So this was a round table, 100 millimeters, about-ish, for 84 euros 90 cents, and it was came with free shipping. Another late arrival here, sorry, cutting away from me, and I think I know exactly what's in here. It's a big box, but there shouldn't be much inside it. Yeah, like I feared. Paperwork. Let me put that out of the way. And 2 little boxes. That's it. 2 identical boxes. And this is also PROXXON stuff. So let's put one box away and open the other one and get the content out. And yeah, not much to it. Just a pair of T-slot nuts here with a M6 bolt and a specially formed washer. And of course you use these T-slot nuts here to mount a vise on on any T-slotted surface, but in my case I will use it to mount the Röhm vise that was shown in the first part to my PROXXON XY table. Card here, link in the description. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is if these special washers, yeah, this way around, they actually fit quite nicely and the bolt is long enough. Perfect. These were not from Amazon or eBay. I bought them directly from Dietmar Werkzeuge, so Dietmar Tools, a German company. So no listing. I think we're down now to 6 boxes that all arrived after I started filming. Yeah, what can you do? Always cutting nicely away from me, as you notice. Okay, there's some paperwork in here. We ignore that and just take out another cable. We already saw a similar cable, that light gray one here in the first part. And it's a LiYCY cable, so 4 wires and shielded. And the cable from the first part, the wires had 0.34 square millimeters. And yeah, the second cable I ordered here has 0.14 square millimeters. So it's, yeah, significantly thinner, and I thought I might need that, but I think with for my project I go with the thicker cable. Anyway, I cashed out for that also. A few bucks for the 10 meters. Not much. And it was bought at Faulkner. There should be some more interesting stuff coming up. But for now, I stay here just with the envelopes. And inside that envelope, I find... Oh, that's actually is interesting. This is actually a quite special router bit, and I hunted quite a long time to get one for a reasonable price. We have a look at the listing in a second. So the shaft is 6 millimeters and the diameter is 12 millimeters. And yeah, the special thing about is that not only outside here on the cylinder you have teeth, but you also have teeth here at the face, so you can route downwards with that thing. Yeah, onwards to the listing. That's the listing for my little router bit here, and the translation is a little bit off here on the international eBay side. So milling pin form A, I bought the 12 millimeter variant, of course, a cylinder with spar gears. No, the face had also tears, not spar gears. Okay, 10.89 euros and free shipping, and that was a really good price. And it came from Benzin Bleifrei, a German seller. So that's basically gasoline lead free. Another envelope, and that actually came from China. Yeah, you see, plastic envelope. And this is the one and only ordered, I don't know, made, but ordered in China thing that I have in this mailbag. And it is a mill bit, of course. Oh, let me get it out here. Quite long, so 100 millimeter, and only 4 millimeter diameter, at least I hope so. Let's check that. Yeah, 4 millimeter diameter mill bit. And I need that to actually go into deep pockets and clean out the corners. Yeah, it will also hopefully work in that respect, as I hope it will. that was the extra long shaft 100mm carbide end mill 4mm CNC router bit 4 flutes from Make Good Store for €4.80, approximately $4.70, and yeah, a bit of shipping, €1.16. Last envelope before we go back to some boxes, and this contains paperwork. I don't want to show that to you, but besides the paperwork, oh, T-slot nuts. 4 T-slot nuts with, yeah, bottom about 12mm, 30mm, and top width about a little less than 8mm, and those hopefully will fit for my turntable. And I can tell you right now, yeah, that's okay, but they are too fat. They are too fat. They don't fit in here. But anyway, nothing that you couldn't fix with a nice lathe. One additional remark. These things are made according to the related European norm or ISO norm. And these slots here in that obviously Chinese rotating table are not according to ISO or EN norms. Yeah. That's the eBay listing for the T-slot nuts. Yeah, the previous 2 listings were also eBay, of course, as you probably noticed. For some reason in the international listing, I ordered it via eBay Germany. You don't get a rebate when you order more than 1. I ordered 4 and paid €1.91 per piece. Okay, not $2.25, and shipping, yeah, also $2.50. That's about the same. And they are according to DIN, so that's a German norm, but it's also ISO and the EN norm 508 from Oraxel or something. Onwards to nice parcels again, which hopefully contain more interesting stuff. Not that the boring stuff isn't important, but who doesn't like something with a little bit more heft and volume? Well, if I can get it actually opened. Here we go. Aha! More PROXXON stuff. And these are, if I can open it, yeah. Tool steels for milling on the mill, you know, inside something. And yeah, we have here something that is, yeah, HSS boring 2.5mm. I put them on the side here so we can have a nice look. Can't even read that, but that's obviously for inside thread cutting. And yeah, that's more in line with that model, but a little bit more sturdy. And in between we have that little guy here. So 3 different sizes. That's for threads, and I have a third one here. That's also for threads, but probably a different angle here. Anyway, that comes all with a holder here. So yeah, that's slotted, so you can put that into your tool holder and torque it down. Very nice. And I will probably won't use them at all for the foreseeable future, because you see, the idea was I need to mill a hole with a flat bottom into a part with a diameter of 12 millimeters. And yeah, my thinking was, of course, I can fit that here into 12 millimeters, or can I? Yeah, not really. And actually the shaft should be in the center of your hole, so just approximating it here. The minimum hole size would be, yeah, aboutish 20 millimeters. Aboutish 20 millimeters. Below that, you cannot really use these kinds of tool steels, or you would have, I don't know, to file them down to smaller sizes, and yeah, it's all very tricky. And so I bought that 12 millimeter routing bit, where you can also use the face to cut. Yeah, it's that simple. And here we have the listing for these PROXXON tool steel, so PROXXON HSS steel set, 6 pieces. It's only 5 pieces, okay. Item number 24521, that's the PROXXON number, wooden box from Heimwerker-BS, a German shop. I think, I mean, I have an international listing here, but I'm not sure if they really shop internationally. And it really doesn't matter, because the item is out of stock now. All I can tell you, that was an extremely good price, even if you take into consideration that I had to cash out almost €6 for shipping. And the last box for this mailbag. I promise, this time it's really the last. You know, I had that initial bunch of orders and stuff arriving, and I started filming the mailbag, so part 1, and as I unpacked the stuff, I noticed that I needed more. Things were missing, so yeah, one by one I put out some additional orders, and oh, this is very nicely packed. Very nicely packed, and there's paperwork below that. We don't need to see that. Let me readjust the camera. Or was I? Oh, yeah. I tried out stuff and I noticed, okay, I'm still missing some things here. And yeah, so this got extended or dragged out, this mailbag, especially the second part, over quite some time. And we have here... Yeah, I know exactly what that is. Another nice big wooden box, if I can get it out. And a very nice wooden box at that. And no, that's not PROXXON. That's a set of... well, they are all wrapped into oily paper, but this is basically a set of parallel blocks. And of course, if you, really oily, if you working with a milling machine, most cases, if you go for precision, you will need parallel blocks to, yeah, and these are 100 millimeters long and 4 millimeters, I think, wide. It should be stamped in here, yeah, because they are not cheap. 4 millimeters by, for example, this is 10 millimeters by 100 millimeter, one pair. And this goes actually up to, let me put that back here, to, oh, you can read it through here, to 4 millimeters by 42 millimeters by 100 millimeter. And we will see how I will use those to place some work pieces into my vise. Last listing for this mailbag, these were my parallels or parallel blocks here. I bought the 100mm variant, and they are precision parallel blocks for 41.90 euros, free shipping. That's a very good price. I don't know how precise these parallel blocks really are. I mean, for a set, such a set of parallel blocks, you can spend a few $100 if you want them certified and everything. But I just need them good enough. And they came from crafting tooling. Okay, that's it for part 2. I still have the studio lights on and not the normal lighting. Maybe we can correct that to give you a little bit better view of the mess I made. I will now have to clean up everything and stow the stuff away so I can again actually do some real work on the bench. Till then, bye.